The art of letting go. It sounds so simple, but it can really be challenging sometimes. We tend to hold on to people, to pain, or the versions of ourselves that no longer serve us. Why? I think because we feel like letting go is a sign of weakness, a sign of giving up, or we feel like we are losing control by letting go. But the truth is, letting go is not a sign of a weakness. In fact, it is an evidence that you trust the process. It is a way to show yourself that you believe that there is something bigger than you that can take control when you are tired or when you are weary. And also, when you are letting go, it means that you are choosing peace over chaos. You are choosing to open space for something new and allowing yourself to let go of what no longer serves you. Sometime last year around December, I went to the Soweto Towers to do bungee jumping, and I was so scared. And for me, I love adrenaline. So when I do these things, I usually get excited because I cannot wait. But this time, I don't know if it's because when I went to do that, I was really an emotional wreck already. So I went there and then we took the lift and it went up to the top of the towers. And then when I got there, I was really scared. I wasn't sure that I want to jump. And I think I was even negotiating that maybe let me go back because they said that they're not allowed to push me. I have to agree that I want to jump there. But what happened is once I let go of that fear and allowed myself to jump, the view, first of all, in the top is so beautiful. And after doing that jump, I became so confident in myself, telling myself, in fact, proving to myself that I can do anything I set my mind to. And it has also helped me to have more courage and to have more faith that while I was jumping off those towers, it was God who was protecting me. So it helps also when you let go to trust on God, which is something that can be really difficult sometimes. Okay, so how do you let go? The first thing that you need to do is to admit that there are areas of your life where you are finding it difficult to let go. And then in those areas, maybe journal about them or keep asking yourself questions, or maybe you can do meditation to just find out what areas of your life are you finding it difficult for you to let go. For me, I think what wakes me up is actually the dreams. Like if I have a nightmare, then I have no choice but to inquire and do meditation and find out and pray, what does this mean? Because also when you are holding on to something that no longer serves you, it gives you nightmares. It makes your life really difficult. So you need to learn to let go of what doesn't serve you, whether it is a friendship that has reached the expiry date, or whether it is a relationship, or it is a job, or it is a goal that is no longer aligned with you. Just know that when you are letting go, you are opening up space for new things. There's a meme that I really love of this baby who's holding on to a small teddy bear, and then there is a picture of his dad holding a very big teddy bear at his back, and he's like, let go of that, give me that, and then I'll give you this one. So sometimes you feel like you need to hold on to something, not knowing that life has something much bigger to give to you, but you cannot hold on to these two things at the same time. You need to let go of the small thing that you have, even though you feel like you cannot live without that thing, and allow your hands to be open so that you can receive something new. Actually, this also reminds me of this analogy as well, that if God wants to bless you with a Ferrari, but in your car there is a Corolla that is broken, that is just sitting in your garage blocking the space, God won't be able to give you that Ferrari, because you have to first let go of that Corolla and open up space for the new Ferrari to come in. A disclaimer, I don't have anything against Corolla. Just this is an analogy that you have to let go of something that is old, that doesn't serve you, and allow for that empty space so that something better, something bigger can come and occupy that space. Okay. And then another thing that you need to do is to accept that it is okay to let go. Accept that just like the years of our lives, there are seasons for things. So if you look at the trees just before winter, they let go of their leaves. If you look at the trees, so if you look at the trees just before winter, they let go of their leaves because they trust that once I let go of these trees that are no longer serving me, I know that in spring I will have new fresh leaves that will grow. So allow yourself to let go of the things that no longer serve you so that you can allow for new things that are going to be bright and beautiful to grow again in your life. Okay. And then another thing that you can do also is to learn to forgive yourself and the other people. For me, forgiveness has never been easy, but what has helped me a lot is doing the Ho'oponopo prayer, which goes like, thank you, I love you, I am sorry. And for me, when I heard that I have to do Ho'oponopo for other people who have hurt me, it was really difficult for me to say that I love them, because I was like, I don't love them. Deep down, I know that don't even wish them well because I'm still hurting. But what has helped me is, instead of thinking of the people who have hurt you, forgive yourself. So forgive yourself for allowing people to mistreat you. Forgive yourself for maybe having that void in your life where you allowed people who did not deserve to be in your life to come and fill in that void, instead of seeking maybe for God to fill in that void. Forgive yourself for believing that people who were treating you like trash actually loved you. Forgive yourself for allowing people to overstay their welcome in your life. So just think of yourself and think, in that moment when this person did this to you, what did you need? Did you need maybe safety? Did you need maybe protection? Did you need love? What did you need? And then forgive yourself for trusting that the other person was going to be able to provide that for you. Okay, and then the last one that I want to share is, you need to learn to focus in the present moment. So when you are praying or when you are meditating, it does not matter if you meditate on a daily basis, but if you don't practice mindfulness, your meditation and your prayers might go in vain. Because if you are praying for 10 minutes and then spend the rest of the 24 hours complaining, then what was the point? So when you are meditating, know that the goal is that you want to be able to focus. Like during the day, have moments where you are in the moment. If you're eating food, taste the spiciness or the warmth of the food. If you're drinking water, is it cold, is it warm, is it sweet, is it normal? When you are reading a book, make sure that you are in that moment. When you are walking by the beach, feel the sand in your feet. Also listen to the waves crashing back and forth. Just make sure that you are in the moment as much as you can, and I promise you, once you start doing that, your life will be so much easier, because when you are in this moment, you actually start to become grateful. You start to hear things that you didn't hear, like maybe the birds chirping outside. You start to hear the sounds. You start to just really appreciate life. So learn to be mindful. You can be mindful by practicing meditation, prayer, journaling, doing something that is creative, maybe like arts, where you're able to focus on one thing. And my new favorite, cloud watching. Okay, or people watching even. That is really fun. I used to do that with my friends back at varsity, and it was really fun. And you tend to see how people behave, how they walk. Are they looking down, or are they moving fast, or whatever? But mindfulness really helps and it helps you to forget about your problems for a moment. Also, another one is actually going to gym and also taking cold showers. I wouldn't recommend taking cold showers in winter though, because I think that might be dangerous for your health, but I don't know. I am not a health practitioner. I hope this helps. Have a day as beautiful as you are. Thank you so much for your time and your energy. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Okay, bye.